This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Betsy. Marcy.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah. Are you excited to get scared?
I'm always excited for fear.
Me too. I love it.
I find being afraid exhilarating.
Me too. It really gets my heart racing.
It does to me too. I like the way our sweat smell. It smells pungent.
Oh, I love a good pungent smell.
We're like, their accents are all over the place.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. We're just taking you on a little tour of the United Kingdom.
Would you go to the UK with us?
We're going to the United Kingdom.
So what we're going to do for this episode is we're going to listen and read some listener ghost stories.
Awesome.
Not for the whole episode. We're going to have a guest too. But for the top episode.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's really fun because we want to catch up because we have had so many good stories sent our way.
Thank you so much for submitting them. It's so exciting.
It's really exciting. And it also makes me feel like, one, it's great that people care and listen.
Yeah.
Two, I love how many people have stories of the paranormal.
Everybody's got something.
Something. They got something, right?
Everybody's got something.
Yeah. It's like having VD in the 60s.
Everybody's got it.
Something. Wait, I thought we were going to really get it. We didn't.
Do what?
Everybody's got something. There we go.
Oh, yeah, just sing along.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-tat-tat. You're listening to A Funny Feeling Podcast.
Send us your paranormal experiences to a funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Take off the A, just funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
And we'll read them or we'll listen to them.
Or we'll wait a couple of months and then forget. Either
Yeah,
way.
we're good at forgetting.
Yeah. So I'm going to play one right now.
Thank you.
I think this comes from a friend of the podcast, my friend Jana Schmeeding. She also has a podcast called Woman of Size.
Oh, cool.
And she's a very funny woman. She is a body activist, an indigenous woman of indigenous heritage, and she's very cool, smart, woke, fat and proud.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you should check out Woman of Size. And this is Gianna.
Okay, this is a story that is not necessarily about spooky ghosts or anything, but it's definitely in the realm of paranormal, and it speaks to kind of like my past as a young psychic. Psychic medium. I'm not sure. So yeah, when I was in high school, I was very involved with one other friend in like searching for the answer to what happens when we die. And we were like reading a lot of literature and doing a lot of exploration. And we also had gotten our hands on a Ouija board. We used it very safely, and we were very, very careful to be like, this is not being used for any dark purposes, and we made sure to like say a prayer before we did it. I mean, we like really, really like tried to use it innocently. And of course, at first it was really clunky, and I've heard a lot of myths that like dispel, not myths. I've heard a lot of research that dispels the myth of the moving of the Ouija board or the pointer. And I just want to say that I really felt like my experience was authentic, and I stick by that. Okay. My friend and I had experiences where we were basically barely even touching / not touching the pointer, and it would move with intention. We got to a point where it was almost like we didn't really need the pointer. Like, I feel like we were truly like almost meditating and translating and talking to people who had passed on. So also at this time I was experiencing really, really visceral dreams, and I still dream a lot, and it's been something that I've kind of always had, like a really, really strong dream life. And at this time, like, I was being visited a lot in my dreams. And once I had a dream where my dad's mother, who had died 3 years prior, showed up in one of my dreams and basically was trying to communicate with me, but I was having difficulty understanding what she was trying to say. So my friend and I took to our Ouija board, and I attempted to communicate with my grandmother, and she came through. And I had a conversation with my dead grandmother, and through the Ouija board, she basically told me, she was spelling out like M-O-M-O, and I was like, mammogram. Yes, the answer was mammogram. And then she was saying M-O-M, mom, and I was like, mom needs a mammogram.
Oh my God.
Yes. So I went to my mom, and I told my mom. I lied to her because I was ashamed of, I didn't want her to know that I was using a Ouija board. I said, I had a dream about Grandma Sheila, and she told me that
Oh my God.
you need to get a mammogram. And my mom said, oh, that's silly. I just had a mammogram like 2 months ago, and everything is fine. I said, okay. She just said that. Anyway, fast forward to like a month later, my mom, like, I came home from school and was just kind of in the kitchen, and my mom said, Jana, I really need to talk to you about something. And I was like, what happened? And she was like, I went to get a mammogram today, and it turns out I do have cysts in my breasts. And they're benign, but they were undetected before, and I can get them removed. They can become unhealthy, but these ones happen to be non-cancerous. And she was basically just like, I can't believe that you had that dream. And I think from then on, like, it was like the pinnacle moment that my mom and my parents had kind of legitimized my my like paranormal powers. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, I've had a lot of other like dreams and warning experiences like that, where I've been able to use my dreams to like help.
Oh, it just cut off.
Oh shit.
It just cut off, but
Communicate with other people.
there we go.
Help communicate with other people.
What needs to go down. Whoa. So yeah, that's my story.
Holy shit.
Whoa, I
you
got,
think
like-
her parents for like forever now are like, hey, so you have any dreams about
I mean, I would be like, anyone else say it? I got a weird mole on my back. Any dreams about that?
Yeah, please.
That's fucking
Oh my
crazy.
God.
I wonder if she told her mom that it was actually
Yeah, I wonder if she ever did tell.
it was a Ouija board. It sounds like she probably didn't need it though.
Yeah.
Like, she seemed like pretty legitimately into that. She maybe just needed a way to communicate.
Yeah.
Like something specific. Like maybe if she even did like automatic writing or something.
What's that one? Is that the one where it's just like,
Yeah. where
like in the Changeling?
yeah.
Oh,
you
that's
just-
so scary.
Yeah, where she just keeps like scribbling and
Yeah, you scribble and then words come through
scribbling.
that. Ew, that was good.
All right, I'm gonna read another one to you now.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So hi Marcy.
Hey.
I don't know why they said hey to me. Sorry, Betsy. No one cares about you. This is called, oh, she crying. Castle haunt. So, hi, Marcy.
Ooh.
My college had a study abroad program in the Netherlands, and the home base for the program is a castle from the 14th century.
Whoa.
It was always implied that the castle was haunted, but no one took it seriously. The only nod we had to any kind of haunting was one rec room in the castle called Sophie's Lounge, named after the little girl that first lived there with her parents.
Ugh.
So one night, I head to my room and climb into my bunk bed to go to sleep. It is important to mention that I was neither drunk nor high. That is everyone's first question after I tell the story. So I climb into my top bunk, get comfy, and shut off the lamp above my head.
Oh.
Bed. Not head.
It probably was a head, too.
Yeah.
Technically above your head.
The second I do, a voice is directly next to my ear, and it sounds like someone is struggling to breathe. I whip the light back on, thinking I would find my roommate snoring, but she wasn't in her bed. I try to brush it off and assume I must be tired and in a half-dream state. I turned the light back off, and it happened again.
Ew.
A voice seemingly right next to my ear, struggling to breathe. I turned the lights back on and ran to another room to sleep. The next day, I hesitated to tell anyone since I knew it sounded bonkers, but I decided to ask our RA if anything similar had happened to prior students.
Whoa.
Before I could get the whole story out, he explained that not only had several students had the same thing happen over many semesters, but the little girl that had lived in the house first had died of consumption, which we all know from Moulin Rouge is basically choking to death.
Oh, isn't that TB?
Yeah. The consumption, the tuberculosis, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I also have a Queen Mary
Moulin
story.
Ooh, yeah.
But I'm curious to see if anyone else has one one in
Mary.
the podcast. Okay, that's it. Bye. And that was from Gemma.
Oh, thank you.
A little consumption ghost.
Ew, that's so sad.
That's so sad.
I feel like you should be able to, like, not have it when you die.
That you should get over it.
Yeah, like
not get over it, but that you
like,
should be healed.
Yeah, it should be like, when you die, it should be like, when do you want to be in your time, in your life?
Right, like...
Right? Like...
Oh, well, yeah, I think we talked about that in another episode that, like, sometimes they're just, like, traumatic events that kind of repeat.
Yeah.
Because they were, like, traumatic, and so, like...
And that's why they're stuck here?
But it's not even that the ghost is always experiencing that. It's more so that, like, it's just...
Yeah.
Like a difficult thing that just happens because it's like, I don't know, like a bruise. Like if you touch it, it hurts. I don't know. That's a bad analogy, but just like, I don't think the ghost is constantly feeling it. I think that you're experiencing the trauma.
Oh, you're experiencing that energy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The ghost
I like that.
The ghost isn't reliving it. That you're just stepping into that trauma.
Oh, shit.
That's what I think.
Okay, I like that.
Let's see. Do we have time for one more?
Probably, right? Probably. Yeah, let's say yes.
All right. Here's our next one. Betsy, you'll read it.
I got a story for you.
Story for me.
Here we go. Okay. On Halloween, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I had a hard time falling asleep and decided to go sleep in my mom's bed. My dad had taken my brother to an Incubus concert that night.
Hell yeah.
That's the perfect detail.
I've probably been to 4 Incubus concerts.
What's one of their songs? They're like a band that I know of, but I just...
I know a drugstore cowgirl, so afraid of getting bored.
Oh,
she's
that's
always looking for
Incubus?
something. That's 311. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, that sounds like 311.
I've seen them in concert together. Wait, Incubus is A Certain Shade of Green.
I don't know. I'm sure I've heard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not 311. Sorry.
Taken my brother to an Incubus concert. That is so great. Around 2 or 3 a.m., I woke up freezing cold and turned around to see if my mom had gone downstairs to turn the AC up. Standing above my mother was a tall, slender woman in old-timey clothing.
Nope.
Slightly freaked out, I turned back around to check... Slightly freaked out. I turned back around to check the time, then looked back at my mom to see that the woman was gone. The next morning, I was telling my mom about it, and she asked me to describe the woman I saw. After giving her the description. She went upstairs and grabbed a picture. She brought it back downstairs and asked if the woman in it was who I saw. Totally weirded out and affirmed that's who I saw. My mom explained that who I saw was her grandmother.
Oh.
The weirdest part is that right behind her, where I saw her, my mom has a rocking chair that's from that side of her family. So that's the story of how I met my great-grandma in spectral form.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
really cool.
that's from Reed Vieira. Thank you, Reed.
Reed.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
really cool. I was about to get very terrified. And then was like, no, that's fine.
Yeah, but that's delightful. Oh, getting like the idea of grabbing a picture and being like, here,
Oh, I know who that is.
let me see,
Wow.
is so scary.
That
but
was
awesome.
Great. Oh, man.
Incubus.
Incubus. Wait, what is Incubus? Oh,
What is
boy.
Incubus?
What is Incubus?
What is Incubus?
You guys, if you have any other paranormal experiences, please
yeah,
send them
email
to
them,
us.
voicemail them. We love them. They're great. Thank you for
So much
sharing them
fun.
with us.
You can send it to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Also, hey, be chill if you could maybe like rate, review,
Yeah, it'd be
subscribe.
fucking chill if you guys could just rate,
I think it'd be pretty cool.
review, subscribe, tell your friends.
Honestly, tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends, bribe them. Get them.
You should
get
sit on
them-
their chest while they're sleeping at night.
Sneak into your friend's room, sit on their chest while they're sleeping at night. And then they'll be like, I had the weirdest experience. You're like, whoa, you should listen to this one podcast that talks about that kind of experience.
Called a funny feeling.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
we
you.
just did it.
We just did it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Love you.
Guys, we are very excited.
Yeah.
That was off timing, right?
I just Kool-Aid manned it, so.
Boom.
Boom. Oh, yeah.
Betsy-shaped hole in the wall.
Yeah.
You guys, we are very excited to have our guest today from the very popular comedy group. And you guys have a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Wild Horses.
Wild Horses.
Here's Erin Whitehead.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome. Ooh, she's a ghost. I knew it. I knew you were a ghost this whole time.
That's why you asked me, right?
Yeah. We need a ghost point of view on this.
God, if we could get a ghost or the actual devil himself. Ugh.
No.
That's our dream guest.
No.
The actual devil?
The devil himself.
No. A
Have you
ghost.
tried? Have you guys
ghost.
done a seance
I
on
keep
this show?
trying to conjure him, but
Marcy,
someone's conjure blocking.
Stop. I don't want the devil anywhere near here.
Okay.
Do you believe in the
A
actual
ghost.
devil?
No.
Yeah.
That's why I want you to meet him.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Betsy hates me. I peer pressure her into the paranormal. Erin, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh my God. Thank you for having me. I truly am so thrilled.
Yes. I'm so
always
excited.
A dream. So we always start off the podcast by asking,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
do it.
No, I was going to try to do it
Okay,
with you.
Right. One,
One, two, three. What do you believe about the paranormal? If anything. Is that what it is?
That's how I say it, Erin. I was
Yeah.
going to shorten it up, but you did it the exact way I was doing.
I was so hoping you'd both ask completely different questions.
What is your bra
Favorite
size?
burrito. What's your
Shrimp.
bra size?
36A Target's little girls section. I miss burritos, but I can't eat them anymore.
Oh, you can't?
I can't digest beans or anything really at all.
Any burrito thing.
Yeah.
Wait, I know you. Sorry, this is not even having anything to
Yeah,
do
I
with
answered
the
your pretend
paranormal
questions.
yet.
The worst. They're like, are you doing a bit?
Can
I'll
you
just answer
still
those.
eat pizza?
Well, so not really.
What are you eating these days?
Steamed vegetables, salmon, chicken, and then I've developed a really bad donut habit, which makes my stomach just go horrible. So I might as well eat all
Eat
other things.
whatever else you want.
eat toast. I follow you on
Oh yes, I eat toast every
Oh,
day.
I like
eat
the
a
toast
piece
look.
of gluten-free toast every day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Toast is a real
Drizzle
delight.
it with toppings. I take pictures.
Oh,
yeah.
it looks so good.
It's so good. I
Yeah.
made it. Lauren came over. My friend Lauren. I feel
Lap
so funny saying it
kiss.
to you
We've
guys.
talked about her plenty of times.
she came over and requested toast one day, and I was so nervous because I realized I hadn't made it for anybody.
Yeah.
But she loved it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do stuff with like spun honey, and I'm like, honey, I don't even know how to
Man.
spin honey.
Spun honey.
I just recently had hot honey, like
You mean
hot saucy
You mean
honey.
you sucked a dick?
Yeah, you know that hot honey that comes out of a dick? I recently had that. It
Like
was really
spicy-
good.
like spicy honey?
It was really good.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
fun.
I'm
Yeah.
not a big spicy person, but that sounds good.
It was good because it wasn't too, like, there's just a little kick.
Yeah.
And then mostly honey.
Are you a spicy cocktail person?
Yeah, I could get behind that.
See, and I can't get behind that either. I think if it was spicy, like it's something I can nibble on. But
Yeah.
with both honey and cocktails, I'm like, I feel like you're taking bigger bites or sips or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's my whole mouth.
And it's coating everything.
It coats everything.
It
You know,
coats
you
everything.
feel it on the way in, but you really experience it on the way
And
out.
that is my issue, quite
Yes.
honestly. I'm like, if it hurts on one end, it's gonna be 20 times on the other.
on the other end.
Those soft little puckered butts. All right, so we're
Okay,
gonna go back
anyways.
to Betsy. Do it.
Fuck the food.
What,
What,
if anything,
if anything,
do you believe
do you believe
about the paranormal?
about the paranormal?
So I go back and forth.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very skeptical in that some of the stuff I hear, I'm kind of like, I feel like there's other explanations for that. But on the other hand, I desperately would love for it to be true. Like
Yeah.
this is the thought I was having driving over because I was like, God, I really, really want it to be true. But I think I want it to be true because like then I'm like, oh, so I could somehow contact people who have died that I love.
Yeah.
Like, of course,
Yep.
that'd be great. And I was like, I wonder if because all the people I know who have crazy ghost stories, I feel like they haven't lost people really. And I'm
Oh, that's
like,
so
and I
interesting.
don't know if that's true or if that's like my very small bubble of like when I started to think of five people.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wonder if they're trying to do it that where it's like, I'm like, well, wouldn't they have shown up?
Yeah. Yeah, right?
If it's true, like, where are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I truly do go back and forth where I've had like weird, unexplainable things. I never want to be that person who's like, no, this doesn't exist and I don't believe in anything. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
bitter about ghosts.
Yeah,
So
all
bitter
those
about those ghosts.
skeptics are just fucking bitter and they can't get laid.
But there's like, I am always annoyed when someone's just like complete like that, as if we know everything. I feel like we probably
Right.
know 0.2% of everything.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that way about both sides, whether it be someone who's like, nope, the other side is like this, or nope, there's no other side.
Right,
Like,
right.
you don't know.
We don't know shit.
And that's-
the government's hiding shit
Oh my God,
from
the
us.
government must be, right?
Yes.
Betsy's tearing out her hair.
But on your point, like the other side going like, it definitely exists. Like, so this is an experience I had where I was like very annoyed. I went to
Yes.
like an energy healer.
Ooh.
And part of what she does is she'll like tell you while she's doing her healing if like anyone shows up, you know, like it's one of
Yes.
those like it's almost like a bonus. By the way, it was so expensive. It was like $350 for an
Oh,
hour. I
shit.
can't believe I went. I went on recommendation. I'll never go again. But she does whatever her thing, and then she goes, "Oh my gosh, your dad showed up," and I was like, "Oh yeah," because I just already was like, I don't know, and she's like, "He was jumping up and down. He was so happy to see you in your life." And first of all, I was like, if he saw my life, I wouldn't. That's the way it would be done. But I was like, he would never jump up and down. I was like, I can't even tell you how. And that's not him. And she was like, well, spirits. That's how they come across. That's how they show happiness. And when people say, like, I've heard that before, you know, where like energy healers or like people, like mediums will be like, when they show me a rose, it means this. When they show me this, and I'm like, there's a code book on the other side.
Yeah.
How they
Yeah,
all know the
no.
symbols. Like, that's where I'm just like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always take it that as like, this is my shorthand because I can't talk to them in words, so they show me these images. But some people do speak in like their clairaudient, but
And so they show you stuff?
no. I just heard people
Oh,
talk
like
before.
mediums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I-
Trust me, I'd have a TV show if I could talk to the dead. I'd be like, get out of here, Tyler, the Hollywood medium.
But some people can, and they're just like, oh yeah, it's a thing.
That's true.
I just went to an actress who she does it for friends for free.
What?
And she
Was she good?
I don't know.
Is it Dame Judi Dench?
It was Jame Judi Dench.
Whoa!
It was Jane Judi
she's
Dench.
a good friend of
Jame
mine.
Judi Dench. Jame Duty.
But she like doesn't want to take money for it because she was like, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, and like I'm an
that's
actress and I make money doing that.
Cool.
But, yeah, it was interesting. But even that, I was like, I don't know if anything happened. You know, like
Yeah.
I certainly didn't walk out being like, whoa, I felt things.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that. But I haven't ever been to a medium, but I feel a lot of the times it's just a hoax.
You know, I although I want to believe all the time, I don't think I've had a reading that like really like knocked my socks off.
Have you gone to readings to try to contact people?
No. I mean, I have plenty of dead family, but I talked to them
brag.
a lot.
Okay, don't brag.
In
We
life.
all have plenty of
All
dead
right,
family.
we
Although,
cool.
I mean, I guess if they have a message, I just never have any unfinished. Like, I don't feel like there's, you know, I don't have a lot of unspoken thoughts, so there's not a lot of unfinished business on my side. I say all the things.
Does your whole family say all the things?
Yeah, we kind of like, I
That's
mean, I guess
great.
we
I like
could say
that.
that we love each other more, but like, that's implied with our codependency.
Yeah.
So you come from a family where like you really just go, this is what I'm feeling right now. This is, and you can say it.
Sometimes as much as you can understand it, I think. But yeah, especially the older that I get with my my parents and stuff.
Yeah.
That it's easier to be like to say that. But it takes me personally a long time to be like, oh, that's what I was thinking and feeling.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'd say I kind of tell them, I don't know. Maybe I only tell my mom what I think and feel.
yeah.
Marilyn, are you listening?
Marilyn, you better be listening.
She might not be, guys.
Oh,
and it's
Marilyn.
fine. So did the energy healing work?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$300 to feel nothing sucks.
It truly did. And my friend who went, she goes often. And it's like,
Your
Wow.
rich friend is like,
no, that's the thing. She makes about as much as I do, but she'll like, that's where she'll spend it. And I was like, oh God, I would never do that again.
Whoa.
And maybe the experiences she relayed to me were so different than what I experienced. So maybe she's just more open to it. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
I don't know. I mean, maybe I went in not open.
with a closed heart.
Maybe, except that kind of like you pay $300, you're pretty open.
So you're open. Yeah, you gotta be open.
yeah,
You're not like, here's $350. Fuck you. Like,
yeah, it's not. Yeah, if I had a lot of money, sure, you would.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah.
Let's just fucking try everything.
yeah, you give me a whirl, but oh
I
man.
think I went in with the right level of desperation and hope. You know, like
Yeah, that's
willing
perfect.
to even feel something that wasn't there.
Like a first date.
yeah.
I'll try anything. I'll
We're
try
here.
anything.
Maybe I'm not attracted. Maybe I will be in 3 hours.
Oh man, I don't know. But then you hear stories of like, and I feel kind of along the lines of this actress who does it,
Yeah.
but is also like, hey, it may work, it may not. Like, that feels a little bit more real. And we've heard a lot of stories on here of people going to mediums and it really affecting them, but also they've gone to others that are full of shit.
Yeah. You know, I think part of it is for me at least, and not speaking to that directly, but the idea that like I don't really need a lot from it. Like I'll go because I'm interested and be like, what do I not know or what do I not see? But like I don't have a lot of like need for guidance from the beyond.
Well, the guidance part makes me laugh.
Yeah.
like because I got super into Ouija boards in 9th grade.
Oh, fuck.
Like it was my.
You're tough.
It was all I wanted to do with my friends. Like I did it when I was younger too, but then I had this one girl I was friends with named Kira in 9th
Kira.
grade, and we would do the Ouija board so often.
Kira wore eyeliner early, didn't she?
Oh my God, Kira did makeovers on me. How funny that you know
my
that.
God.
I'm just like a little psychic.
Wow.
There it is.
I can like see Kira's cat eye.
Like I feel it went like this. I would be like, please let's do Ouija board. We'd do that for a while, and then she'd be like, please let's do makeover. And I was like, ugh, all right, you did Ouija board.
Yeah, you did Ouija. I'll do makeover.
Yeah,
And now she's possessed and you're gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. I mean, let me tell you, she's still gorgeous.
Kira.
Ooh.
But we would do Ouija board, and we would ask it questions about our futures where you go, when did we decide that like ghosts come over from the other side and are psychic?
That's what I always
That's
think.
not a
Like,
thing,
who
right?
said that because someone has passed that they know anything about how you should be living your life.
Who I'm going to go to prom
What?
with.
Who's to say they even have good direction or decision-making skills?
Especially when this ghost's name was Zima. Clearly, the first drink I got drunk on, and clearly I made him up.
That is so. What's your name? Zima. That is so goddamn funny.
Zima.
We were like, oh my God.
Was it with a Jolly Rancher in it?
Ew, remember that? Put a Jolly Rancher in it. It tastes so much better. No, it doesn't.
Let's
I
not
never
forget,
did
guys,
that.
we might want to get drunk, but we're still children.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Zima. Did anything like ever really spooky happen with the Ouija?
You know, as I remember, like we'd occasionally have like a couple other people, and it would like people would get spooked, and like it would be that thing of like who is moving it. But confession, I feel like I always was.
Yeah.
I think
Zima was constantly hitting you up.
Like I wanted so badly to make it spooky, and I was like,
Yeah.
I want something to happen. Like my goal would have been like, one of us dies tonight. You know, like let's. I feel like
my
I've always
God.
been like, God, I hope life just gets fucked up and takes a right turn, and then I don't have to really have goals or think about
That
it.
is. Fuck, dude.
I can relate to that. I feel like all of my childhood sleepovers were me hoping that someone tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Oh my
I would just
God.
like I'd be the one who tried to make it happen too. I'd be like, did you guys hear something?
Should we leave the door open?
I remember one specific sleepover.
Yeah, even worse.
I went to a sleepover with my sister's best friend's little sister, but she was still older than me. So it wasn't any of my friends, no one that I knew very well.
God.
But I was over at the sleepover. We did light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I loved that.
I am very into
We
it.
did that at recess every day in 6th grade, and the teachers made us stop. One of us floated away is why.
What if we blew away?
Too many children.
Light as
this
a feather, lost them in the wind. That is so funny.
My laugh was just so loud. Edit that.
Wait, what happened at the sleepover?
So we all thought we smelled smoke. So we thought, and I don't know what it was. So
All of us had a stroke at the same time.
but we were
We're all
staying.
smelling toast.
We were staying in the mother-in-law suite over the garage.
Yeah.
So we weren't in the main house.
Yeah.
That's a dream. That's
I
like
always
where
wanted
Jessica
that
Wakefield would have a slumber party. Oh.
Yeah, it was like her house was like back on the river, like off from any other houses.
The river, just the
Spooky.
river. I
And it
love
like
it.
overlooked, like it was up high. So like we like went down the steps to her main house, but it was locked, which is very stupid on the parents' part.
Yeah.
To lock children out of your house.
Yeah.
And also, like, I just lived in a town where we didn't lock doors. So I was like, oh, what do we do? And they were like, oh my God, we can't get in. And I was like, I'll go around to your parents' bedroom. And they're like, no, it's dangerous. There's snakes. And I was like, I don't mind. I'll do it. I just was like so tough. I don't remember any. I guess I died. And that's, I don't know what else happened. But
And that's why you're a ghost who hosts a podcast about whether or not you're real.
Yeah. Do you guys hear me?
Do I believe in me?
I don't know some mornings. But yeah, we were all fine. And I think it was maybe just the heater coming on. We're stupid, you know?
Oh, yeah. You would look
smells.
for that.
Yeah.
But that stuff too, it's like you can really like get the mind, the group. It's like that, like the Salem witch trials is what it feels like. Is when you're like, I think I did see it. I'm pretty sure I saw a witch
of
too.
course.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I did too. I did for sure.
Yeah.
I remember every slumber party for years, it would be a bunch of girls just crying. Like kind of that, like one girl would start and then everybody
Oh
else
my
would
God.
be like, ah, well, this makes me sad. Like just freaking out. And I would just be sitting there like, hey, let's watch like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something.
Yeah.
Just like, this is not fun.
Yeah, slumber parties were really a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I remember getting in a slap fight at a slumber party.
Oh my God. I never
And
had
then-
a violent fight at one.
Like my friend slapped me and I slapped her back. And then I said, I'm going to go home unless you apologize.
Oh, did
And
she?
she did.
Oh, that's very like
That's like a
grown up of you
Yes.
guys.
but also crazy that you guys slapped each other.
I know.
What happened?
I don't remember.
That
We were
is
just
so funny.
hormonal and tired.
I
God,
can't
what an
imagine.
awful
Like,
time.
I don't think I ever laid a hand on a friend. Like, the idea of my sister and I would
Yes.
chase each other around the house with knives. I mean, we were horrible, but like, I can't. Like, then it was like our behavior was so different with our friends. Like, it makes me laugh now that I'm like, it was our like dirty secret of like we will fuck each other up, and then it's like you go out in the real world and we're like, oh, we're normal and nice. We would
Yeah,
never.
Sweet little girls wearing
We're
matching
fine.
dresses.
We're fine. That's so. Slumber parties are awful.
Yeah.
But
go
it
ahead.
does make sense that would be like all like little girls' summer parties where there's just so much like fierce hormone raging, like that something spooky would always kind of go on.
Which is, just like the Salem witch trial, like where it was just all these like,
Yeah, you just
Ooh,
so
and-
quickly get on board.
yeah.
I was gonna make a terrible joke, and then I was like, "Someone
Do
will take
it.
it. Someone will take it seriously." No, I can't. I'll tell
Okay.
you after.
Okay.
'Cause truly, I
Okay.
don't want to.
Tell me that
Oh my
really good
God,
Salem.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we take a quick break?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
That's very funny.
And we're back.
Oh, we did it.
We did.
What a good break.
We braked it all. So you have some spooky stories for us?
Well, I have some instances.
Give me
Yeah.
for instance. You wrote notes.
I did make notes.
I like that.
I do my homework for podcasts.
I like
by
that a
going into
lot.
my brain and remembering.
Yes, yeah.
So this is probably not like, it's not so much a spooky story, but when my great aunt and uncle lived in Pasadena, and they lived in this like huge mansion above the Rose Bowl and like that old Pasadena neighborhood.
Awesome.
And my aunt died, and then about 5 years later, my uncle died, and so my family was going to put it up on the market, but it was like, I mean, getting all their 50, 60 years of stuff out was going to be like a huge endeavor.
Yeah.
So the house is going to be sitting for like at least a year. And they wanted someone, this was the crazy thing. I was like 23 or 24 at the time. They wanted someone to house sit because they have this one crazy cousin who they were afraid was going to break in and steal things. So they had me stay in this mansion.
I thought you were going to fend off a crazy person.
I mean, and they did have an alarm, but they would just like, they were like, we would feel better with like a person there. And I was like,
Yes.
sure. But then when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God.
Why
like
me?
they literally think he's going to show up, and that's why I'm there. But then
Oh my God.
Aaron, fight him.
Yeah, just
Fight him off,
You
Aaron.
can
tell
fight
him
him.
he can't have the stuff. Just tell him to leave.
You and your sister chase each other with knives. Just do that. Please. Oh my God.
And so this house was really crazy. Like they had stuff they'd collected from all over the world, and also things they'd inherited from probably their grandparents. So it was like old house, old things. And it was the kind of place where like every room connected to each room with a door.
Yes.
So it was a crazy maze upstairs. And I'm talking a giant, like just like the kind of money that doesn't filter down to this generation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just insane. And so I, at night, would try to check the whole house, but I'd go from room to room and try to close each door behind me. But by the time I'd get to the other end, I was like, someone could have looped me. Like,
Of
you could like looped
course.
me and like been on the other, like there was no way to, it's not like a small house where you can be like, check, like closet,
yeah.
under the bed, this. So I was just like, hope no one's here. And when I first got there, my boyfriend at the time walked in. It really feels insane to say that because I feel like I'll never say that again, right? Like, but I walked in and I immediately felt them there, and so I just went, "Hi, Uncle Kenny. Hi, Aunt Betty. It's Erin. I'm not here for any bad reason. I'm just here to take care of things." And my boyfriend goes, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And I was like, I don't know.
I felt something.
I felt them. And then like within a week they were not there. And I'm not saying that they definitely were, but like when I got there I felt like two little old people like worried.
Oh,
is what it felt like.
God.
Gosh,
And so I was just like, "Hi."
that's so
It's
funny.
me, Aaron. Don't worry.
I'm just here.
I'm gonna keep the crazy cousin out.
Funny that was your instinct, though. Like after like never thinking that way before.
Yeah, I just felt like I had to call out.
That is fascinating. Because
Yeah.
you felt something.
Can I just say that this is my own little thing? Much like when I watch The Voice, when I feel like chills about a story, I think it's true. Like when I feel chills
that's
about someone
fun.
on The Voice, that
Yeah.
it rings authentic to me. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when you like hear music or like something like gives you
It
like
really physically gets you.
it resones with you because there's like some authenticity there. So
And
like
you did not feel that for
no, I
this.
feel like nothing to
Yeah.
you.
I'm
No.
sweating.
And you only do that when
here.
something's
Fake, I'm
real.
sweating. Yeah.
No, but yeah, it gave me that like
Yeah, I got chills.
feeling of like that felt
It
real.
really was odd, and especially it was odd when I realized they were for sure not there. Like that was the odd thing is it's like because for the next couple times I'd come in and be like hi and kind of like be like yeah they're here,
Whoa.
and then it was for sure they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, maybe that was me getting used to the house and in completely scientific, logical reason.
Yeah,
but that's what I felt. And my boyfriend was like fucking freaked out that I yelled to them.
He's like, don't you ever do that again, Erin.
Bitch.
You stupid bitch. I'm
gonna cheat on you now.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna cheat on you so
Say
you
that?
don't do that no more.
Ew.
Imagine if he had and you're making this joke. He didn't, but I can imagine I'm like tears like start coming down.
Yeah, Erin's laughing so hard she's fucking bawling, man.
I really feel funny today.
Nothing like bringing people to sad tears every day.
I wish you still had that house.
God, I wish we still had that house. But nobody could. There's no one in the family.
The property taxes were probably outrageous.
Oh, no one could have afforded this house. Like that was the crazy thing is like even their kids who I'm sure inherited their money. It's like it. I don't totally get how this stuff works. Like
yeah,
but the money that they made at their time was worth so much more than the money is then worth now.
Yeah,
and so now inflation. I just took a financial seminar yesterday, which I've never thought I'd do.
For a timeshare?
For a timeshare. And it turns out I'm the kind of person they think I should get into that.
Do as many timeshares as you can. Yeah.
But yes. So yes, with inflation, it just, there's no, you'd have to be a celebrity now to own that house, but they weren't that. He was a lawyer.
And just like having to take care of such a big house is crazy.
Right, and you'd have to move
and
there
closing
too. I mean,
all those
all
doors.
those doors.
It's a full-time job.
I can't do that. And having to just fill up those rooms with stuff.
Oh my God, here's the thing about this house that I wanted to talk about, and now I can talk about it with you guys. I'm so excited. Okay, because I have a feeling that this is real. But now people are not supporting my memory of it. So it's almost like a Mandela effect thing. But because I tell you it's not a fucking dream. I did this a million times in this house and no one remembers. I remember very clearly that when you would go into this house, there was a door in the front hallway. And it was like a hidden little door. And
Marcy loves those.
And it was an old servant's hallway that went to the back kitchen.
I love servants too.
I love servants. It was this old hallway that went to the back to the kitchen, and it no longer had lights in it, so it was completely pitch dark. So you could go through it, but you really had to feel your way and basically do that thing where you're like walking into complete blackness and like just trust that. And I used to, it scared me so much and it made me like feel truly sick to do it, but I had to do it. Like every time we'd go to the house, I would want to do it 1 or 2 times. I've done this in my mind multiple times. Nobody in my family supports this.
Ew.
So they were like, there's no little door.
Nobody remembers this. And I was like, but I did it with cousins. And they were like, what are you talking about?
And when you were, do you have any memories of it when you lived there as a grown-up?
No. And I certainly wouldn't have done it by myself. But and that's the weird thing is like, I don't remember it not being there, but I wouldn't have done it because I would have been terrified.
There's a few explanations, right? There's one, the Mandela effect.
Right.
That you slipped into an alternate time.
Where that was used and I knew about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it does exist there and I existed in that house as a different person or something.
Whoa, as one of those servants.
I was a servant.
That like you kind of lost time and went somewhere else.
Ooh, how does that work?
Whoa.
Time slips are like a whole thing that I should get into on this program, but
Yeah,
I need to research them more. But that you can just like lose time and be somewhere, and then that's like a place that doesn't exist. It's like a time slip.
How interesting.
There's some really interesting stories about time slips.
And why would I go to a dark hall?
Yeah, that maybe it was like another
these time slips.
Yeah, maybe it's another like dimension thing, or I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Like so, I'm seeing it as this hallway between rooms, but really,
a thing that you understand.
Yes, I made it that almost like on Contact, where they're in Contact, where it's like my aliens look like my dad, and it's like no, we're here in this form, so you understand us.
So you can.
That really confused me for a long time. I was like, no, aliens are her dad.
Yeah. Every alien is Jodie Foster's dad.
They all look like that.
On a pink beach. I get it. That's
Whoa, that's
really cool.
weird.
Isn't that weird?
I bet you did
And
it.
I mean, because I do have very vivid dreams, but usually I would say always I can differentiate between the ones that are real and not. And this is to me a very clear, multiple times memory.
Yeah,
With people.
you did it.
I did it.
You fucking did it.
I never trust my memory, so I'm always like deferring to my mother. But she's like I don't know why I trust hers over mine, but like I always ask, like, wasn't there a thing like this? And she'll be like, no. So I would just convince myself that I made that up. But
Well, those memories are weird too because I feel like when it's a memory that involves two people, it's also
Yeah.
so different. And like, I'll remember things where people have zero memory, and I'm like, it holds such an emotional memory.
But it's like that, like, fucked me up in a good or bad way.
And I think that's why we must remember it, though, is it must, like, if we had an emotional reaction, it must, like, imprint as a, like, photographic memory.
Yeah.
Because I've had people remember things, too, and I'm like, well, sounds like me, but I have no recollection.
God, my best friend from high school remembers
Yes.
so many things that I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. Oh, I have
But
tons
she'll
of those.
have it in such specific detail that I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny, though, when you do, like, someone will tell me I said something, and I'm like, ha, that's classic.
Yeah,
No
I would
memory,
say
but
that.
yeah, that's me.
I have a
Classic
friend who now lives here who I like grew up with in Colorado, and we were out one night with another friend who was visiting, and they were just remembering everything about like middle school and high school, like saying all these names and like, Betsy, do you remember that? And I didn't remember a thing.
That makes me feel better, Betsy, because my memory's gotten so bad lately that it's alarming.
I always think it's because we filled our brain up with too much improv, things that weren't real.
Yeah,
So
we're
our-
remembering like made up shit.
Our
Except
brain.
I don't remember that either.
I don't remember
a fucking
that
show
either.
I've done.
But it's a bunch of balled up pieces of paper that your brain's like, I don't know. We crumbled it all up and threw it into this pile. And
that's
so you're
exactly. That's how I picture. I picture like the secretary from Ghostbusters. Like,
Oh my god.
in my head with like old fashioned filing cabinets, and she's like, "You want me to look it up?" And I'm like, "No, it's too hard. It's all
Like
right."
sitting at a computer but is never on the computer.
Yeah, it's like an old PC that like good luck.
where like the screen is on one side of the desk and the like fucking keyboards all the way on
Exactly.
the other side. It's like nobody's using this.
You know, and there's just one green cursor on a black screen. Like I wouldn't even know
It's
where
like,
to begin.
what do you type? What do you do? Those are the days of technology.
I miss
I miss them.
my brother. Remember that you have a brother, not a computer, but a word processor?
Do you call it your brother?
No, it's
Were they
called
called
the
brothers?
Brother word processor.
Oh.
I remember doing school papers on the word processor before we got a computer.
Oh, interesting. I don't,
shit.
I don't
Guys, this
remember
is
that.
how old I am.
Old.
I'm
Old.
Well, I just refused to embrace that stuff for a long time, so I probably missed it. I wouldn't even get email in college because I thought it was a passing fad.
You were an old soul at a very young age.
You were totally a servant in that house
I had to have been right.
before. Yeah. I don't want
And then
email.
they probably just renovated the house so there was no more quarters.
Yeah, maybe.
So your family never saw all their, because they're like, California doesn't have a bad rep when it comes to servants and stuff. Let's keep it that way. Wait, wasn't there a family? Was it in California or New York where they were like keeping like 12 or 13? No, it wasn't kids. It was like I think it might have been in New York where they were like just holding people like as basically slaves in their house like recently in the past 3 years, and they were making the ladies like sleep on the floor in the kitchen and eat hot peppers.
Eat hot peppers.
Like torture.
It seems like you would want them in better gastro
I think it was in like
shape than
Queens
that.
or Long Island
That
too.
is so weird.
Like if you want someone to be your servant,
This is my Mandela
Yeah.
effect.
fuck up their butt.
Yeah, they would like not feed them, then feed them a bunch of peppers, and like they were like being just really torturous.
I
Oh,
did not
that's
read about this. That's horrible.
awful.
I think it was in New York. Now that I'm thinking of it. Anyway,
That's so fucked up.
yeah, I don't like it, Betsy.
Marcy.
I didn't do it.
Marcy,
Okay.
why would you give them peppers?
I guess because they said they was hungry.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. Ugh.
So you have another instance for us?
Oh boy, let me
That's
look.
pretty good.
That
Let
was
me
a
go to
good
the
one.
old iNotes.
That's very
I
good.
know.
I hadn't
Erin.
even remembered that one. It is one of those odd ones that'll like come back to me.
Yes.
And it freaks me out, and then
Yes.
and then I forget.
Don't like that one. Don't like this one.
The only one I really have, and this is not mine. This was told to me.
Oh,
Does that
great.
count?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you're here. We'll let it.
So, believe it or not, this is another house sitting instance.
Dude, it's spooky
Is it another
house
LA
sitting.
based?
No, it's Texas.
Okay.
Ew.
So if you like house
we
sitting.
go now to Texas.
Yes.
House sitting's just very big in LA.
I
so.
house sit so much. I mean, I don't know how I fell into this, but I do it a lot. So the same boyfriend that I had gone into my aunt and uncle's house with, had this crazy Republican friend who retired at the age of 28 and was he had this huge house in Texas. He trusted nobody. For some reason, trusted me and flew me to Texas to house sit for 6 weeks while he and my boyfriend went to Italy.
Whoa.
I want to say
that
he
is
might have been broken up too. So like,
so funny.
Wow.
now they were going to Italy because he needed some time away because he was divorcing his wife because he met somebody else.
Okay.
And
All of this at 28.
at 28. And so I was probably 24 when, and she, I knew her because when I was dating this guy, we would go on like vacations with them, and and, you know, they took us to Mexico once. We went skiing. I didn't ski. I stayed in that house, but like and we had gone to Texas to visit. Like, so I knew her very well. And so even though she and I weren't close because we just had, they're very, very Republican. We didn't have much in common. I knew her and I liked her. And so I'm staying in her house. And so he goes, when he leaves, he goes, so let's call her Sarah. He goes, Sarah's gonna come by at some point to get the rest of her stuff. And I was like, oh God. Like, I was like, do you want me to be there? And he was like, whatever you want, I don't care.
Ugh.
And I was like, okay. And so I was just there because I was, where the fuck am I going to go? Like, literally the only time I left that house, I think, was to go to the liquor store in a different town to get wine because that town was dry. And I was like, I'm here for 6 weeks alone. I have to have wine.
I have to have some wine.
I bought wine and Chex Mix. I think that's all I ate.
That's awesome.
Your
really
stomach
good.
was rough.
Dude, this was before things turned. This was when I still could, like, I could eat that for dinner and be like, I feel great.
Oh my
Wake
God.
up early, feel good. So she came by to get her stuff and like, whew, you know, she was not happy to see me. I think she thought I was like on a side or I was like, I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I'm so sorry you're going through this. And I hugged her. And then she was like, I'm sorry. I was putting it on you. I felt like you were on his side. And I was like, I really would never do that. And so she and I ended up hanging out a bit.
Great.
And she told me that when she was going through everything, he'd gone on a trip and she was still in the house at that time. And she got in the shower and she just was sobbing so hard that she she was like, I couldn't breathe. And she was like, I literally slipped because I was crying so hard in the shower. And she was like, I fell backwards. And she goes, I was like, oh God, I'm gonna hit my head. And she was like, and then out of nowhere, this like force pushed me back up into the shower and like gently set me up. And she goes, I turned around and it was like, this is how she explained it to me. And it made me laugh so hard. She goes, you know those cell phone commercials where your whole network is just right there behind you?
What?
She goes, it was All My Angels. It was like a cell phone commercial. And I was like, oh my God, Sarah, that's amazing. You know, like in my mind, I was like,
You know that Verizon
why did
guy?
you have to make that?
Where your whole
Like-
network's behind you.
And they were all like, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
We're like referencing 9 different cell phones.
That is.
My angels.
But I also was like, it sounded very real to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the being lifted up. And again, like I guess we all sort of like, I mean, I'll be honest, I had a drink last night for my birthday at Stephanie's house, and I got up from peeing and I was like trying to look at her candle at the same time, and somehow my looking to the right and standing up, I fell into her shower. I did not tell them this at
Your
all.
network wasn't behind you,
Nobody
man.
caught me. Thank God they had a glass shower thing, 'cause I just fell straight into it. Went
Nobody
straight
caught
into God.
me.
Yeah, thank God you fell straight into glass.
I fell straight into glass.
Nobody caught me because I'm using Cricket. That's not a big network.
But I mean, it happens. You know, people fall in the shower. Yeah. So she felt.
Whoa.
And then I heard things at that house that I thought were weird, but it was also like I was scared because I was alone.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of it was me putting.
Yeah, your
imagining it.
mind
Yeah.
making it happen.
Yeah.
What part of Texas?
So now I'm forgetting the name of the actual town, but it was a small dry town right between no, not Austin, right between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Okay.
Okay.
And crazy money. Like he inherited Harley Davidson dealerships and was also the type to be like, everyone pulls himself up by their bootstraps, you know, like we're all created equal, and like I don't give excuses to anybody. And it's like, your dad gave you millions of dollars.
I'm a self-made man.
Oh God. And when he came back and found out I had hung out with her and been friendly with her, he was livid, stopped speaking to me, told my boyfriend that he should stop being friends with me and that I was a spy and that I'd clearly been trying to spy and get him and to fuck him over in the divorce. And I was like, why would I ever spy for what? Like, what
And also, like,
said
dude, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit
about you.
Also, I'm not. I know your wife. I'm not going to be mean to her.
Yeah.
When she comes over, like and again, I asked you if I should stay in the house. You said stay or whatever.
Are we officially boycotting Harley Davidson of Texas?
Hell yeah.
I'm not buying
I've been
one
boycotting them for my whole life.
I've literally never bought anything.
And I never will now.
Never will.
I'm taking all my Harley needs elsewhere.
To Mitsubishi.
Yeah, I'm buying all my Harleys from Mitsubishi now.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's her story.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you were there any like urban legends where you grew up?
Yeah.
where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Ojai.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seem like someone who should grow up in Ojai.
Do
just
I really?
standing among beautiful floral things.
Oh my
and-
God, that's so nice. I feel like people meet me and they're like, huh. You're so bitter.
Oh my god.
There was weirdly like a lot of kids died in our town. Like
Shit.
like there was just I
A
feel like
serial killer that killed kids?
so there was a serial kid killer. No, it was like
shit.
random crazy accidents. Like
Yeah.
people would. There was a curvy road from Upper Ojai into Ojai, and people would drive off it either high or drunk, and that happened several times.
Also, you were a kid in the 80s and 90s, right? So, yeah.
I'm 23, so whatever
So
that
no.
makes me.
So the 2000.
But also, like, it was a time when kids were like, parents were like, yeah, I'll see you at 11 p.m.
Oh
Have
yeah,
fun.
I mean,
There's
Yeah.
no cell phones.
It must be really yes, that is crazy when you think about it. Like just the trust of like you're going out and I have no way to contact you.
Yeah.
yeah. So scary.
So, like, that just makes me think of, like, how it would be easier for more children to be dead.
Yes, and
How did any of us survive?
so there were there
Bootstraps, just pulling ourselves up every day.
That's
everyone
it.
pulls himself up by their own bootstraps. So a lot of kids OD'd in Ojai. Like
Oh,
I think it was like
They
maybe
got,
a weird.
too high.
Oh boy.
Get out of here, Marcy.
That felt wrong.
That felt really bad.
I'm not going to edit it out, but it felt bad.
I got like bad chills for that.
You knew it was authentic. But
Yeah,
not in
it
a
was
good way.
authentic and just ooh.
But there was this legend about this kid who had died on a bridge in Ojai, and if you drove or walked over this bridge, it got very cold.
Oh.
And granted, I knew this before I ever went over it, but I did feel cold every time we would go over it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because
Yeah.
I knew, but yeah, I guess this kid died on a bridge. I don't know how. By the time I was there, I think the kid had been dead for probably 20 years. So it was one of those
Yeah.
older.
Just old, like on the way to prom night or something.
Kids
Yeah.
going to prom. You know what? That's why I didn't date in high school. I
That's
wanted
why.
to stay safe.
That's exactly why.
It wasn't because I was someone nicknamed Piglet. It's
Oh my god.
Marcy,
Miss Piggy.
My
would you date a
God.
ghost?
I mean, probably not, but
Yeah.
mostly because like it's already like enough to deal with someone else who's like who's gonna have like it's already enough trouble to deal with a man who like probably has his own thing, but like to deal with someone who like doesn't have anything else going on. You're like, well, I don't know. What do you want to watch?
No, go haunt someone.
I can't
Go-
be your everything.
I can't be your everything, but maybe I would. I don't know. We did talk to the lady who married a spirit.
That's what made me. Well, you had mentioned that, and that's what made me think of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she knows any cute guys. Yes. If any ghosts have a crush on me, then maybe.
Maybe.
You're asking for
Why
it.
do you know a
Oh,
ghost
boy.
who likes me?
You are opening up the other side right now.
Are you
They're
asking me
lining
this
up.
because there's a ghost you know of currently that is already interested in me?
Yeah, so I just wanted to fill you out because I didn't want to tell him if you weren't into it.
It's
But
Albert Einstein.
yeah,
He's super into you.
Okay. I don't know. He only he dropped out of third grade, so I have to date someone with at least 2 years of college. Would you date a
years.
ghost? No.
Yeah, would you date a ghost?
well, if one, I mean, that would mean so many things because that would mean that I clearly was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, he's here."
Yeah.
If I fell in love, I guess, yeah.
I'm not
like
saying
that.
I'm not going to block my future love relationship by saying yes or
From
no.
any dimension.
From any, however I find it.
Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy. Like, I'm also picturing in my mind, I'm like, what does it mean? Like, do I see him? Can I actually talk to him? Because if it was
You're
just
gonna
like,
really love listening to the episode where
well,
we
you were,
talked.
cause you were
Yeah.
telling me it's all through like mediums, and I was like, I can't.
No,
like,
she's a medium too, so she can talk to him.
but can she hear him like a full on conversation?
Yeah,
Or-
they have fights.
Yeah, they get in fights.
Oh, see, that's interesting.
Because hey, it's not perfect. Just 'cause
no, it's never
no
perfect.
relationship's perfect.
And people need to be okay with that.
Hey, it's okay.
This is now a relationship podcast hosted by two people.
Who are not
Never.
going to be in a relationship
Hell no.
anytime soon. Maybe you will. I don't know.
No way, man.
Hey,
you kidding? I don't want that.
Get away from me.
Get away. Yeah.
That's all right. That's my boat, baby.
Uh,
Thanks.
I know that, like,
Nuh-uh.
isn't that not to sidetrack, but like, we are three women who are single, out and single,
Not looking to mingle.
not looking to mingle.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, maybe who knows? I'm not, like I said. If you asked me to go camping, I'd be like, well, I never want to go camping, but maybe I will. I'd like to be invited, and that's how I feel about dating.
Okay. Yeah. That
Oh yeah,
makes sense.
I do like being invited.
Yeah, I'd like to be considered for this adventure.
It's nice. I mean, it's in the same way that like it'd be cool if someone was like, "Hey, someone offered you like you're going to be on in the Olympics." And I'd be like, "Oh, no, I don't do that." But I'm so flattered.
yeah.
They thought of me.
What if it was for like curling? I bet you could be a good curler.
something that you could do.
What is
Like ribbon dancing.
What is curling?
It's
they
you like
just
huck a
slide-
stone.
they slide a
It's
boulder
big
over
old,
ice.
big old shuffleboard.
I'd hurt myself.
Oh, that's
and it's
true.
a snowy sport.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
What if you were God? What was
What about like archery or something?
Yeah. What if you're like
no
what-
archery was
but-
like my nightmare when they made us
what
do
if
that.
you
in
were good at
school.
it?
Like hurt.
you're no
guys-
Gina Davis?
God,
Gina.
no. That woman is she's a mighty stag.
Yeah,
like
she-
she's
Yeah.
just gorgeous. No, I don't have any of that.
Anyway, I think my point was like society makes us so we're supposed to feel bad for this, right? But we're fine because we have ghosts and animals, right?
Yeah. I
feel
don't
bad
give a
about
TV
shit.
it.
and Friends.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about it.
I don't
No.
feel bad about it.
Cool. We're
Yeah.
just saying it.
It's
I
fine.
like my life.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. I
yeah,
like my
yeah.
life.
Um,
Oh yeah.
do you believe in aliens?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I almost feel like it's insane not to believe in aliens.
Thank you.
Like the idea that we're the only life is the most narcissistic white man thing to think. It's like,
Yes.
of course you're like, I'm privileged enough that like I was invited to this planet, much like I was invited to this women's directing seminar.
Whoa,
I deserve to
specific.
be
Real
here.
specific.
Specific.
Oh boy.
That's very fun. But yeah, we're right there with you.
Yeah.
Of just like how could we not?
Yeah. And somewhere, even if it's like, because the universe is unimaginably
Yes.
large. So I can't imagine there's not life somewhere else,
Also,
right?
like, even when you're talking about it like that, so when people talk about, are there ghosts? Are there demons? Are there angels? Are there fairies? Are there goblins? Like, I don't know. You're talking about maybe 30 different categories of things when there's a whole universe out there. And you're only asking
Yeah.
me about 30 different things. There's more than we could even imagine.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, like our brains are not built to see a lot of the shit, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Or to perceive it at all.
Well, it is funny too that like certain things are also a little more believable. Like people will go, people will hear, I can't talk. People will often say, "Do you believe in ghosts?" But you would never hear someone go, "Do you believe in unicorns?"
Yeah.
As an
Isn't
adult,
that
like,
interesting?
and I'm like, well, are they really on different? I guess because ghosts were people.
yes. I mean, I understand
It's
why
not. It's
a s-
magic versus paranormal, right?
It's a smaller step for people to believe.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But I feel I even have that with like aliens versus like Bigfoot or whatever.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, aliens for sure, Bigfoot, I don't think so. Or whatever
Right,
it might
yeah.
be. Like, that is weird of like the difference it
Yeah.
can
We
make.
just don't know.
I think the part of the paranormal that I'm suspicious of, less than the idea that it could exist, is how it's sort of the way religion is, where you go, sounds an awful lot like what people wish were true.
Yeah.
Like it just feels so like what a
100%.
human's mind needs to believe in order to make it through life without
Yeah.
having a
And
panic
with
attack.
like going to mediums and stuff of whatever they say, you'll be able to change, or not change it by any means, but you'll be
Like,
able
you
to
fill
take
the
it
picture
in.
in.
Yes,
I
as what you want to hear.
That goes
Right.
back to Mr. Bootstrap. That like he wants to believe that he pulled himself up by his bootstraps.
Well, yeah.
It's just like it's convenient
That's
for
the
you.
picture that he sees.
Yeah.
And it's like, and for a while, I would be like religion wise, I'd be like, oh, that's so fucked up. How could they do this? But then now, I think just as I've gotten older, and I would like to say a little calmer, just like,
no, she's
but
not.
that idea of like, oh fuck, if it really does make you happy,
Yeah.
who am I to
To shit on your unicorn dreams.
shit on your
Well,
unicorn dreams?
I do believe that to a point, like that everyone needs to believe certain things in order
Yeah.
to get through life. But then it's like when the conversation becomes, it
Mm-hmm.
makes me happy to think this, and I'm like, doesn't that then discount? Like, then what if you actually went out into things with like more curiosity or like more
Yeah.
question marks?
Yeah.
What if those answers just there were just possibilities that you don't get to because you've stopped at this makes me happy to believe this. Like,
That's so true.
I was having this conversation with someone the other day about like we were talking about just sort of like humans in general, and I was like, I get tired of the argument that it's this like we have this like narrative where bad people are bad because something bad happened to them when they were little, and we all start out good, but then things happen. And it's like, that sounds like a nice story, but I actually think humans are animals. We're a species, and a bunch of them aren't great. A bunch of them don't have consciences. Like,
Yeah.
some of it's from upbringing, but I just kind of think people are built weird. Like, some people are just built because they want to be murderers. Like, I just don't believe that like something tragic happened and that's why. And she was like, yeah, it makes me feel better to believe that we all start out happy. And I was like, okay. I mean,
Yeah, then
that's the end of the
Great.
conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Also, like, I always feel like that's one of those conversations where I'm like, is anyone bad or good? Like they might
Yes.
do bad things, but like also like all one or all the other. It's just like, I don't know. You could probably have a whole lot
We're
of.
all a little bad.
I bet there's
We're all a little good.
I bet there's a murderer out there who's also given some good things to someone else in life. You know, like I just
Yeah.
understand.
I mean, that's to say, like, oh, is he like a? He's not a cartoon villain where
the
he like
duality of
wants to
man.
steal children's candy every second. But like, but I do think that it's like, yes, I get
there's-
what you're saying. There's dark and light or in everybody. But yeah, but I also do think there's just shitty people, and
Yeah.
I get so tired of
Yeah.
like, let's be empathic. Trump supporters just had a really hard time, and like we should show them love so that they see that like that's not how life can. I'm like, no, they're
But
racist
they're the
assholes.
ones who
Like,
stop it of being like, well, I believe this. And it's like, well, then
Yeah.
you're not even trying to open up.
right, right.
Oh,
You gotta wear them down over time.
Gotta really wear them down over time.
Do you have any other stories? Any other instances you want to share with us?
No, I'm sorry.
Do you want?
No,
do you have
that's
time to
great.
listen to one?
Do you want
Yeah.
to listen
Okay.
to a submitted
Oh my god, I would love to.
listener one?
Okay, so here's my story. About 3 years ago, some of my best friends from college, but they live in LA now, like me, they had to move out of their apartment for a week because the landlord was fixing some pipes or something like that. So he had to put them up somewhere. And they got this huge upgrade from their 2-bedroom Hollywood apartment. They ended up getting this amazing rental property for a week. It was like a mansion in the Hollywood Hills, just enormous and very cool. So they were obviously going to take full advantage and throw some parties and all that stuff. And I ended up going over on the first day to watch a college football game with them, and I brought my son, who was almost 2. And nothing too remarkable really happened. Like, I watched the football game and then I left, and then I ended up going out of town, so I missed the big Halloween party that they threw. But I ended up hearing all about it when I got back. They did not last the week. That place was so haunted, and there was all kinds of stuff, you know, from some presence that was evil in the office to something a little more pleasant up in the attic. They kind of had this feeling it was like a mother and child, and all kinds of stuff, and just lots of spooky stuff happening, waking them up, whispers in their ears that they would say the same thing to all 3 of them, and they would jolt awake.
Okay.
You know, just constant, and they ended up kind of splitting up and just kind of hanging out with friends. I think one of them ended up taking a road trip, but they decided they could not stay a week. It was just too scary. And I was so surprised to hear that, and like even, a little jealous because I love all that stuff. I'm kind of scared of all that stuff, so I'm kind of glad that it doesn't happen directly to me. But a lot of my friends are really sensitive to that stuff and intuitive and all of that, and I think it's really cool. So I was excited to hear about that, and then I was just thinking about my experience, the brief period of time I was there to watch that football game with my son. And the two things that really stuck out to me was, one, I was annoyed for like half of it because my son would not stop trying to go up these like it was like a steep staircase that led to a locked door. And it was like he wouldn't stop. Like, I even showed him, like, you can't get in the door, but he just wanted to keep trying to go up there. And I mean, he was barely 2. Like, he barely knew how to climb stairs, so I needed to be there with him. And I kind of wanted to just sit down, and he was just gravitating constantly towards that staircase. Of course, that is where that pleasant mother-child vibe was, according to my friends. So that makes sense if he thought maybe there was some better company closer to his age up there, that maybe that was why he kept trying to climb up the stairs. And then the other thing that blows my mind is when I walked in the door, the first thought I had was, wow, this is so cool that they get to stay here. It's too bad that whoever lived here before had like way too many pets, like maybe like 50 cats or something, because it stinks in here. It smelled so bad to me that I couldn't breathe through my nose. I was breathing through my mouth the entire time, but I didn't say anything because I felt like it would be like shitting on their cool thing. Like, oh, cool, you got a mansion, but too bad it smells bad. Like, I don't know. Nobody else was talking about it. I could manage. And that was really kind of the strongest feeling I had while I was there. So when they told me about all this ghost stuff, finally I felt like I had the courage to be like, oh yeah, and it smelled so bad. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you bitch. You know that pet smell? Like, it just, whoever lived there before had like way too many animals. And just blanks. They were like, what are you talking about? We didn't think the house smelled weird or different, or nobody picked up on it. Ew. And it was such a weird thing for me because one thing about me is that I have a very weak sense of smell. I smell almost nothing, and when I do, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I can smell garbage in New York City on a summer day, but I know it's not to the level that other people smell garbage in New York City on a hot day. And smells almost never bother me. And a lot of things I can't smell at all when people say, oh, did you smell that? And I say, no, I can't. So it's very weird that I had such a strong sense of smell. So I started to think, like, I've smelled that before. I've smelled like I've gone to a place where it smells like there's too many animals. Whoa. Where were those places? My next door neighbor growing up, she had one cat, and I always was like, what is going on here? Like, why does it smell? All I smell is animals. So that's interesting. Maybe her house was haunted. And I also remember when we were house hunting to buy a house like 4 years ago, there was an open house. And I walked in, and same thing, had to breathe through my nose while I was going through the house. And having the thought of like, if they couldn't even get that smell out to like show the house, I wonder if it's like really hard to get the pet smell out, and just kind of like never thinking anything of it. And the only other thing I remember about that house was they disclosed that the owner had recently died there, because that's the law. So I actually remember that, because I was also like, oh yeah, no, I don't know if I could handle living in a house where someone had recently died and it smells like pets. So I'm just gonna not pursue this any further. That house actually is across the street from the house that I live in now, and it is for sale again only a couple years later. So I don't know if there's anything spooky that has gone on over there, but yeah. So the conclusion I've come to is that I can smell ghosts. and that it's my only kind of bridge to the paranormal. So I'm curious to know what you think of that. If you've heard of that ever happening. I have done a Google search for do ghosts smell like pets, and nothing really comes up. But it's just really weird. I am always kind of trying to pay attention, but I don't get that sense very often. About a month ago, I smelled it again, and it was actually on a school tour for our local school where my son's going to go to kindergarten. And it was in the music room. It was like there were these kids singing, and all of a sudden I noticed I was breathing through my mouth, and I was thinking, why would it smell like pets in a music room? And then I was like, oh yeah. My husband was standing right next to me, and he doesn't believe in any of this. And I said, do you smell that? And he just looked at me and he goes, does it smell like pets to you? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't smell anything. I'm like, told you. This is crazy. Confirmed. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think
You didn't
about
smell it.
my sixth sense. That I smell ghosts. That's my story.
That's interesting. I mean, when she said she had a weak sense of smell as well, I was like, oh, okay, because I often smell bad smells that no one else smells, but
Yeah.
I think I just am very sensitive to smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. And I've watched a fair amount of ghost shows, and people will smell stuff.
Yeah.
Like, isn't rotting a bad thing?
yeah,
I
there
mean,
was,
of course,
Like
rotting's-
sulfur, right? Don't people smell sulfur?
Yeah, like
There was one night I was teaching at UCB, and my class all smelled like just like a rotting putrid smell outside in the
Fuck.
hallway. And then other people described it as like a rotten can of tomatoes or tomato
Ugh.
soup. And then other people described it as sulfur. And I was like, oh, that's just
That's a
that demon. It's just a demon.
it's all right, class. It's just a demon.
Don't worry,
Here's
guys.
your
It's just a
suggestion.
Hallway demon.
Potato sack race.
There is. I remember when UCB Sunset opened, people said it was haunted.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah.
really though? Like I've
mean,
never
we
seen anything.
Did an overnight investigation. Nothing
did?
turned up. But
You
Let's
stay
Also,
there?
do it
there was a
again.
bunch of people. They were being so loud, and like we had a dog there, and like it was like kind of chaos. So, like
Yeah,
who knows?
You got to go back alone.
I got to stay there alone one night.
Oh my God. You would?
I feel
would
like
just-
all you discover is whoever does sleep there, because I bet someone does.
Oh my god!
Oops.
One
Oh,
of the
shit.
sad, some sad like employee is like, oh,
Nothing good.
don't tell
Nothing.
nobody. My career's going great. You said in the middle of
Yeah,
that
you whispers.
Oh my god, yeah. Again, I forgot this. Maybe I've had a lot of ghosts.
I think you're constantly surrounded by ghosts.
full of ghosts.
Constantly. So the day after my grandpa died, I woke up very like 5:36 in the morning to, I swear, like breath on my ear
Oh.
and him saying something to me. And it was not creepy. It was very
Yeah.
much like maybe saying goodbye or something like that.
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
And
yeah.
but I really opened my eyes to see him, because I was like, I felt like it was like he was so close to me. He did not do this in life, by the way. He was not an ear whisperer or creepy like that. But his being there, like I can't. It was so real that when I woke up, I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And there's
Wow.
nobody
Oh
here.
my
Like, how is this
God.
not real?
Yeah. Oh, I bet it was him saying goodbye.
I just wanted to say that to that lady. I think that yeah, you can smell ghosts though. But yeah,
I think you can smell ghosts.
You're still. Marcy's like, we need to let her know it's.
I think
it's
so.
you."
But also, like I've had that experience with a grandparent, like after they passed, being like they were
Oh.
here. Like I felt like my grandmother shake me awake.
I apparently, and I don't really remember this, but my mom does. And I was never close to either set of my grandparents. Like my mom's parents were dead before I was born, and then my dad's parents, I had like met them a few times and like visited them in Florida, but I wasn't like I don't
You
even
didn't
know,
know
their
them, yeah.
first names. One was my grandpa's Eugene. I don't know my grandma's name. Oh boy.
I hope
Like
they
I
come
just
and tell you. I hope they
yeah.
come and tell you.
Oh no. They can chill. Yeah, it's Betsy. It's named after. I wish. I don't care. But apparently, after my grandpa died, my dad's dad, I went into my parents' room, and I was like, "Oh, grandpa just was in my room."
Whoa.
And I didn't remember this. And I was just talking to my mom, and she's like, "Oh yeah, don't you remember? Like you said, you saw Grandpa in your room."
And you were how old?
And I think like 5.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's so interesting because it's like one of those where you go, did it really happen? Or was it a little kid game of like, what would my parents think if I said this?
Yeah.
You know?
Like
Because I used to
attention.
do testing stuff like
God.
that.
Like I want attention right now.
Once I
Stuff like that.
got
Yeah.
into my sister's makeup and pretended like I did like bruise makeup around my eye and then threw something on the floor and screamed and ran into the living room like with my
Like the
hands
bruise would
covering.
come up that fast.
And I was like, "Mom!" She bought it though.
Wow.
For moments.
Whoa, you should be a makeup
For
artist.
moments.
For moments.
I was like, I did like I made it like an old bruise too, like it was yellow and
Yellow.
purple, yellow and purple. You know, like
like days old
yeah,
bruise.
I didn't know, but she didn't either for a millisecond.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I could see for a second you just look at it and it looks like an injury. But
Yeah,
yeah.
your child. Because how would your child know how to do such great makeup?
Marcy, you are so talented.
Yeah.
I'm a stinker, but I'm talented.
But there is like that like popped in my head too of like, wait, was I just wanting attention or something? Like
Yeah, because I definitely used to test things out on my parents.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand at a young age that my parents didn't know where I'd been all the time. Like in my mind, I was like, I'm an individual and I could have had a past you don't know about. And so I would make things up and go, well, when I was in China. And my sweet mom would go, really? Like go along with it. But it's funny
what
to me
happened
that
in China?
I felt like the way she could go, well, when I was little, I felt like I could be like, well, when I was little.
Yes. Oh my God. That is so funny.
I've never heard it put that way before, but that's what so many kids do.
All the time.
When I used to do this, you're like, you used to do nothing.
Yeah.
You're barely alive.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
That is so funny. I'm just thinking of my nieces now where it is like
all the little fun things.
just
you say.
little things. And like, well, when I was 3, and it's like, you're 6.
When I was
then-
a little
yeah.
kid, like you're
Yeah,
an
you're
idiot
still
and
a
young.
little kid.
Although my friend's daughter, when she was first talking like really little, she would often say, "Remember when I was the mom and you were the daughter?" And they were like, and she just feels like an old soul. She's one of those kids that's been like 40 since she was a baby.
Yeah.
And they were like, we kind of just believe that might have been the thing in the
Yeah.
past life. Like,
Wow.
that I was the daughter and she was the mom.
Because what a like specific
And she would bring it up casually all the time.
thing.
Like, almost like, remember when we went to Disneyland? Remember when
Yeah.
I was the mom and you were the daughter? Like, she was just like,
Ugh, I
certain.
got chills.
I know. me
Yeah,
too.
that's wild. That's really, I do think probably an old soul.
Way creepy if like your child was like, remember when we were lovers?
Oh,
You know,
God.
Do you remember that?
do you remember? Remember when we were lovers
Well,
during
that
the
thing
Civil
of,
War?
Past lives are another one where a skeptic for the same reason, where I'm like, sounds too good to be true that we get another
Yeah.
shot. Because I often will be like, well, next time I'll do this. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
you're fucked. You've wasted so much time.
I constantly say I'll never do this again.
Same. Yeah. Like,
But then I
next
had
life.
a past life regression where they said that like as a spirit that my spirit was like, I'm not doing this again. And I was like, oh my God, I say that constantly.
That's wild.
And that like in the past life regression, they're like, well, you've been around for a while. You've always been a female. You've never been a male. And you've gotten frustrated and played around with animal forms because you didn't want to come back. And I was like, that's so crazy because two of the things I always say about reincarnation is there's no way I was a woman and I was always I must have been a man in a past life because I feel so stifled now as a woman in this way. Not like in a trans way, but just like in like it just feels so stifling to be a woman now. And that I always say that I'll never do this again if there's reincarnation. And for like someone to like kind of mirror that back at me of like, you've always been a woman and it's always frustrated you. Like as how far you
it
could
makes sense.
how far you
though.
could get in your life, and that like I'm not doing this again. That it's not the first time I've said that.
Whoa.
That's interesting. Like the part of the past life thing that like I'll say that I have interest in hypothetically because to me it's the most unbelievable. Even though again I want it to be true.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Is the idea that we meet the same souls over and over, like, because it is. I had this thought the other day that I was like. I was driving in this like I don't know, when you have like an emotional morning, it's like good emotional. I was just like, everything's beautiful. I love everything.
Yeah,
And
those
like,
are great.
flock of birds like took off and like flew across the sky. And I go, hello, birds. Aren't we lucky to both exist on the planet at the same time? And then like as soon as I said it, I was like, God, how crazy that I exist on this planet at the same time as my friends. Like that, because like I was thinking with wild horses,
We're so
especially
lucky.
like I can't believe how lucky I am with those friends. And
We're
like,
so lucky.
and then I was like, I wonder if I was like, it's so random. What if I'd been born 100 years later and they all got to meet and they all got to be a thing and I never knew it?
Yeah.
But I was like, or did we all know each other?
Did we know each other before?
I know,
mean,
or especially when
I
it
don't know.
becomes like friends that we've met out here. Like, because I know I've said that with like my like indie improv team from New York, or like even with search. Like last night, Madeline and I were texting after the show. Like, we're so lucky. Like, we're so lucky, and it feels like we must have like, we can't just be here now.
I love how often women are apparently texting each other how lucky we are to be friends.
I
I do this all the
do
time.
it all the time.
I love women for that. Like,
Yes.
I fucking know men aren't doing this.
I think there aren't enough women doing it either, though. I think that there are women that do it, but like, if you haven't texted your friends to tell them how grateful you are for them, you should go do that right now.
do it right
It literally
now.
might be my last 5 texts. Like, I feel like we do it
love
constantly.
it so much.
And if you
I do it all the time.
If you don't have that group of friends, go out and start a new activity where you can meet people, so you can find some people that you can have that with.
I really like that you always want to bring it back to like, yes, you can smell ghosts. Go find an activity. This is a helpful podcast to you. Like, you're very
I'm a ghost, and I want you to know, as a ghost, I've done a lot of things, and so can you. And you can date a ghost. You can date me if you're a ghost.
Wait, can you choose? Sorry, I'm thinking
back.
of reincarnation. Do you get to choose if you reincarnate?
God, I love that.
I mean,
idea.
there is apparently, from what I know of it and what people theorize of it, that you kind of like choose to come back because you have some lessons you need to learn.
Oh shit!
Or that you think it might be interesting, like you have like an experience that you want to have.
Whoa!
But not everybody, from what I understand of all the other psychic podcasts I listen to, not everyone gets to come to Earth. So we're very lucky.
Oh shit!
Some people are aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are just comet shit.
The part of that I always think is like, again, like, I'm like, all right, is when people are like, well, as souls, we choose our parents based on what we need to learn in this life. And I'm like,
Whoa.
I don't know about that. Like, I don't feel like I was sitting up stairs up with God. And I looked down and I was like, I feel like him and her, I feel like are going to teach me what I need.
Give me those two who will not talk to me about a lot of stuff I should have been talked about.
I feel like they would be just withholding enough. Yes. They'll be just what I need.
Yeah. And then, like, do I get to be a horse eventually?
I know
hope
you
so.
want to be.
you
I
gotta
got to
be
play
a
around.
horse.
My past life found out I played around with animal forms, so.
Maybe they just meant you fucked around with animals as a woman. in
yeah,
one of your past
bestiality.
I know, horse fucker. Erin, this has been so much fun.
This has been great.
Guys, thanks so much.
I can talk about. I say
know,
this
I was
every
like-
time. Like, I just want to keep talking
I'm
about
like
shit.
convinced that I'll be driving home and be like, oh wait, oh yeah, that time I saw an actual fucking ghost. Like, cause they keep coming to me and I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
That happens. Send us a voice memo.
In
Stat.
2010, I was haunted all year.
Yeah, the entire year.
Did date a ghost.
I slipped out of time for 5 years once.
Erin, tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me at Girl with a Tail on Twitter and Instagram, and at UCB once a month and Largo once a month with Wild Horses.
Yeah.
And you guys, your podcast too, right?
And we have a podcast, Wild Horses, The Perspective. It's on StitcherPremium.com. Use the code WILD for a free month.
Oh, shit.
You guys got a code? We gotta get a code.
We need to get a code.
Erin, thank you so much for being on.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.